Welcome into a special night here at the Castle. Let's join public address announcer Jeff Kokenauer for tonight's pregame festivities.
And assist in the presentation of commemorative basketballs. First is a 2016 graduate, Stephanie Conrad, is currently fourth on the list and finished her career with 1,091 points before heading to Indiana Wesleyan to play for the Lady Wildcats. Our second all-time leading scorer, who finished with 1,429 points. You may remember her as a Warwick 2006 grad, Mackenzie Shank. And finally, the all-time leading scorer for the Norwell Knights with 1,591 points. The all-time leading rebounder and Miss Basketball in 2012, Jessica Ruprecht. On Saturday, the Lady Knights had two seniors eclipse the 1,000 point mark, and it's an outstanding accomplishment and quite a rare feat for it to happen on the same day. The fifth player to join the club came into Saturday's game against Plymouth, needing just 2 points. And on the first possession of the day, as the ball swung around the left side, she nailed a three to put her over the 1,000 points. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Maya Shelton. The sixth member of the club had a great week last week, being named to the Hall of Fame Classic All-Tournament team, and then entering the game against Wawasee, needing 12 points. She hit a baseline jumper in the second quarter to join the 1,000-point club. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Kaylee Philly. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for our two newest 1,000-point club members, senior Maya Shelton and senior Kaylee Philly.
All right, so tremendous atmosphere here to start. Actually, this is going to be our largest crowd of the year here at the Castle tonight. Up to 100 general admission tickets were available for tonight's game. 4 tickets per rostered player or athlete tonight. So things are opening up a little bit. As you can see, there's a few on the other side, but there are many more here on the near side, which we're not used to, but that's what we've got here tonight. We'll have a full pregame coming up in about 10 short minutes here as we preview a pair of 11-2 ranked teams. 4A Carroll and 3A Norwell coming up next on The Voice.
Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on wellscountyvoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
And welcome once again into the Castle. Norwell and Carroll about to do battle here tonight at Norwell. This should be a tremendous game, one of the most highly anticipated games of the year. Norwell has had a lot of those out of the way already. We talk about games that went to overtime here at the Castle. There's been some immediate Castle classics. The Concordia game back in November, the Garrett game in December. Both those teams were looked at as preseason one of the best games you could get. And then, of course, Norwell had two exciting games down at Newcastle last Tuesday. Came up on the short end of both of those. Coach Thornton, though, thought they got a lot better down there by playing those two games. They got back in the win column with a pair of victories on Saturday morning and afternoon. And, of course, as you saw in the pregame, if you're just joining us, earlier tonight, Maya Shelton and Kaylee Filling were both recognized as entering the 1,000-point club. They both got there on Saturday. Maya in the first game, Kaylee in the second game. A great, great afternoon for a couple of tremendous players and kids all around.
Right, yeah. Giving a lot to this Norwell program, and it's good to see them get recognized tonight. It's good to see some former Norwell girl standouts come back. My classmate, Stephanie Conrad, it was good to see her and talk to her for a little bit. It's just a really nice night at the Castle here, finally.
You know, it really is, and as we were mentioning earlier on, there are a good number of folks in attendance here tonight. Norwell has opened it up, I would say, stretching to about as many people as you're going to see around the state at this point on any given night. And, of course, this is a Tuesday, but I think people realize this has the potential to be a tremendous basketball game. Let's kind of break that down. We are in the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton and is your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. Billy Ann Supper Pub, located in downtown Bluffton. Carroll comes in tonight at 11-2. They are a team that is really undervalued, and they just not looked at as this quality team, and I'm telling you, I've watched them in person this year. I've watched them a handful of times not in person. They are a tremendous ball club. Coach Thornton has very, very high things to say of him. Mark Redding obviously knows what he's doing, and Coach Thornton told me earlier today this is probably the best Carroll team he's played in 24 years.
Right, yeah, and I think it has to do with a lot of the fact that they have shooters all over the floor.
They really do.
Kind of like Garrett. We talked about it.
Yeah.
You talked about it. There's really no one girl that you have to key in on. You just kind of have to guard them all. And that's really important for Carroll and I to exploit.
This is a very balanced team, and both these teams can score some points. Now, they're good on the defensive end as well, but I would lean, just personal opinion, I think we lean towards a higher scoring game here tonight. Norwell's offense is quite efficient. Obviously, only got 47 points in that game against Plymouth. That's a season low in a 17-point victory. But you got to look at the way Plymouth plays, the way they grind out possessions. These two teams are free-flowing. We saw Norwell get after it, put up 70 in a loss against Fishers last Tuesday down at Newcastle, and both these teams are quite efficient, both averaging right around 65 points a game and giving up right around 45 points a game. So both of them are very similar in that aspect. Emily Parrott, the leader for this Charger ball club, averages 13 points a game, shoots at 38% from the three-point line, and is off to St. Francis next year to play and continue her basketball career. Of course, the Lady Knights of Norwell, we talked about the 1,000-point scorers in Maya Shelton and Kaylee Filling, and that pretty much sums up the two biggest weapons for the Lady Knights.
Right, and they are, dare you say, the backbone of this team. And not only that, but you have Tolliver that can knock down shots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Lauren Bales is a huge part of this team, too, being the point guard, the commander of the floor. I look for the Knights to get out, run, use the 1,000-point scorers, but also find, Tolliver in the corner. She's going to knock down some big threes tonight to keep Norwell's pace with Carroll tonight.
Norwell is 11-2 overall. They are 7-0 here at the Castle. If you've listened to any of our broadcasts this year, you know what the streak is and what's on the line here for the Lady Knights tonight. Norwell has won 31 of its last 32 at the Castle, including 16 in a row. Their last overall loss at home was over 700 days ago to Belmont in the sectional, and their last regular season loss was to Dwinger back in December of 17. That's 1,113 days, and dare I say, this might be the best team that's come in here during that stretch.
Right, and talking with Coach Thornton today, he said, strength of schedule wasn't really viewed highly at the beginning of the season, and as we're going along now, the schedule looks pretty darn strong. And I think you get a test today and you get it at home, and who knows what will happen. Well,
the good news for Norwell, outside of the Newcastle game, which is neutral site, of course, Norwell has gotten its most difficult games here at home this year. The Garrett game, the Concordia game, the Warsaw game, all those games here at the Castle, including tonight here against Carroll. And we know, even though there's a limited number, although I think it could actually play a little bit of a factor tonight. There's enough people here to make some noise. Not everybody hears what we say anymore, which is great. But I think, just the fact that they play here in the Castle, they play so well, certainly gives them an advantage here tonight.
Yeah, they play a little bit more relaxed in the Castle, I feel like. It's home.
Right.
It's a safe space for them, and it's comfortable, and even if they get down, they're still in their comfort zone. They know where they can hit shots on the floor. They know where things are going to be, and this is a team that's very dangerous at home, as the record shows.
Yeah, and something else Norwell did on Tuesday down at Newcastle, got off to really poor starts against Mount Vernon and Fishers. They were down, they gave up the first 9 points of the game against Mount Vernon, was down double digits early, climbed back into it, but as Coach Thornton said, you use all your energy just to get back into it, and one mistake and you've fallen behind 6, 7, 8 points again, and that's exactly what happened against Mount Vernon. Same exact thing happens against Fishers in the night game, in the consolation game. They go down 17-4 right off the bat. Then Fishers comes out, scores 11 points to start the third quarter, and Norwell ends up losing by 5. So obviously those two stretches, the difference in the ball game, and that seems to happen less here at home. We'll talk more about it on the other side of this break. Thanks for joining us on the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show ahead of Norwell and Carroll here at the Castle.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
And welcome back to the Castle. Billy and Supper Pub pregame show, getting you set here for Norwell and Carroll. Take a look a little deeper at the Carroll schedule. They just won 4 games in the Northridge tournament over 2 days, beating the host Northridge, who's a very strong 4A team, in the championship on their home floor, 64-51. That complements wins over East Noble, Snyder, and South Bend, Washington all that week. Carroll's won 8 in a row. This is as hot a team as there is in Northeast Indiana, and a clash of, I would argue, based on what I've seen so far, the 2 best teams in the Northeast portion of the state.
Oh, yeah, no question. With the quality wins they've had, and honestly, Norwell keeping it close against some quality teams down in Newcastle. Right. I mean, these are the 2 best teams in the area, and other people might argue that or whatever, but
well, they're wrong.
They're
and
wrong,
we're right.
and we're right. So we have the headsets on tonight, and what we say goes. So
Derek Decker alongside Alex Howard here tonight. You're going to have to put up with us for the next 90 minutes. Norwell is at a point here where they've honored a couple 1,000-point scores. I don't think there's any doubt they're going to come out and play with some energy. It doesn't mean they're going to get off to a hot start, but I think you're definitely playing for a lot tonight. And at the end of the day, though, you realize no matter what happens tonight, this is a 4A team at the Castle. You're not going to see these guys again in the tournament. You want to go try to get after it, but it's not the end of the world for Norwell if they don't get the win tonight.
Right. It's all about how you compete tonight.
Right. So we're going to take a break and return after the national anthem for the starting lineups here at the Castle ahead of the tip on The Voice.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255. Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
Ossian State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Castle. Let's join public address announcer Jeff Kokenauer for tonight's starting lineups.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters. First for the visiting team, the Carroll High School Chargers. And one guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Emily Parrott. And guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 12, Sanaya Jackson. And guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 14, Taylor Paradise. And guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 23, Lexi Castaner. And guard, a 5'8" senior, number 32, Delaney Sheets. The Chargers are coached by Mark Redding. He's assisted by Bobby Pointer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for your Norwell Lady Knights. And one guard, a 5'5" junior, number 12, Mackenzie Tolliver. And guard, a 5'9" senior, number 22, Maya Shelton. And guard, a 5'6" senior, number 24, Kaylee Philly. And guard, a 5'6" senior, number 30, Lauren Bales. And forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 35, Skylar Thomason. Lady Knights are coached by Mr. Eric Thornton. He is assisted by Jason Christian and Larry.
All right, once again, those starters for Carroll. It's Parrott, Jackson, Fordyce, Castater, and Sheets for head coach Mark Redding. 126 and 76 in his 9th season at Carroll. 26th season overall, 320 wins, formerly at Elmhurst and Wayne. For Norwell, it's Tolliver, Shelton, Filling, Bales, and Thomasek. Same starting five as it has been most of the season. Eric Thornton, the head coach, 24th season, 377 and 174. All those 24 years here at Norwell. James Payne, Craig Hershey, Adam Pressler, our three-man officiating crew tonight. And off we go from the Castle in a highly anticipated battle of ranked teams. Carroll wins the tip as they're in blue here tonight at the Castle. They have brought a really nice crowd on the road as they've been allowed to bring a crowd tonight. That's Parrott getting open for three. She doesn't miss all that often. She missed it that time. It is a tie-up. It will go back to Norwell. Good look on the first possession, though, for the senior that's headed to St. Francis.
I think that's something to look at there, Derek. Offensive rebounds. You give Carroll second chance points, it's going to be a long night for Norwell.
Carroll averages 10 offensive boards a game, and we'll see what kind of factor that plays in here tonight. Carroll applies backcourt pressure here against Norwell on their first offensive possession. Shelton got free, though, as Shelton scores, plus the foul. Good start for Maya Shelton.
Real strong move there with the basketball. Real strong finish. Three-point play here.
Castater the foul, the 6-foot freshman. Shelton playing with the face protection on tonight as she broke her nose in that 1,000-point game. Heck of a way to get your thousandth point. It's quite a memory, and then break your nose. That's a corner triple for Lexi Castater, who buries it to tie us at 3. Castater, 32% three-point shooter. Pace is really good in this one so far. Tolliver gets free right wing, and she hits. Fast start for both teams offensively.
Yeah, we thought it would be.
Almost double dribble there by Fordyce, but they swing it again. Extra pass. Castater unable to convert on back-to-back tries. And Thomasek, who had the rebound for a moment, gave it away to Jackson. And now she rips the board again and turns it over, almost turns it over. Shelton controls it, though, and goes coast to coast. And the miss from the left side, the board for Parrott. Boy, this is really an up-and-down pace right now. Stop and pop for Fordyce. Fordyce averages double digits, 10 points a game. 6-5 Lady Knights, 90 seconds in. Long bounce pass from Tolliver to Shelton, who's just attacking all the time. Thomasek through contact, no call, as she was partially blocked. And the rebound down to Carroll. Coast to coast again. This one also missed by Fordyce. Jackson, though, the board, and Shelton the foul as Sanaya Jackson will go to the line.
Norwell foul, charged to number 22, Maya Shelton, her first, the team's first.
And what a pace to this game to start. Up and down they go.
I love it. I love it.
It is fun.
Jackson good on the first one. Sanaya is a 65% foul shooter. This Carroll team shoots at 66% as a club. And Jackson is unable to get the pair. Shelton threw it away after the rebound. Oh, good defense, though, by Tomaszek walling up. And then she gets fouled by Emily Parrott. That was really nice, mature play by Skyla Tomaszek.
Yeah, and that, there's some contact there. You can't just throw it away when there's contact. But it was a good job to get the ball back there and be strong with it. Draw the foul.
6 apiece. There's the home run ball to Maya Shelton, who's going to lay it in. Safety not back far enough for Carroll.
That's good awareness there by the Knights.
And not good awareness in transition,
good awareness
though.
in the defense.
Jackson missed it. Carroll has really gotten some open looks. That was touched last by Delane Sheets. It'll go back to Norwell. But Carroll keeps getting looks like that in transition, and eventually the Lady Knights are going to pay. You would imagine.
Right. Eventually you have to get back, sink back into a defense. And
Bales pushes to Tolliver, and she walks. Turnovers were a concern on Tuesday in both games, but really not the reason Norwell was unable to get over the hump in either one of those games down at the Hall of Fame Classic. One of the best events I've been to as a broadcaster, just a tremendous event and put on so well. The miss by Castater. Norwell goes back the other way. That was batted out by Jackson. And as good as this pace has been and as offensive-minded as both the teams can be, you can still see how difficult both teams can make it in transition.
Right, Carroll really forcing Norwell up the floor with pressure in the backcourt, and Norwell, forced to break the press here.
Well, and that's the other thing, too, is a lot of teams that both these clubs play in Carroll and Norwell are uncomfortable pushing the pace. Both these teams are very comfortable going at this kind of speed.
They thrive on the pace.
A lot of misses here, but that one's not missed. Taylor Fordyce, the second chance opportunity, and we're square again at 8. Then a careless turnover by Norwell in the backcourt.
Well, like I said, second chance points, you have to limit them if you're Norwell.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be a long night for you. Carroll will convert.
There's a turnover. Filling from the free throw line. And Jackson the board. That's popped out of there. Parrott, a shot fake. Had it partially blocked, then got her own rebound. Foul on Shelton. That's the second foul on Maya Shelton. Not a ton of contact there, but that's a big foul here as Norwell is already in foul trouble.
Yeah, and you're right, Derek. Not a lot of contact there, but usually off a second chance, off a rebound like that, second chance like that, a little bit more contact, you're going to get that foul call.
Well, that and almost always when you get a second chance point, you're going to be out of position defensively.
That's right.
As you know.
Yeah.
Of course, that was last touch by Carroll. Of course, Alex Howard is joining us after a victory tonight over in the dungeon next door at the middle school. 8th grade Lady Crusaders taking down St. Charles. Of course, that feeds into Dwinger. Bales finally gets across the timeline, but she picks it up right as she gets across. Kennedy Filling couldn't save it, neither could Kaylee. And another turnover here by the Lady Knights. Fordyce hit the deck. Catch and shoot for Delane Sheets. Filling will hoist it. The freshman can't get it. Tolliver contested for the rebound, but it's pulled out of there by Jackson, who's racking them up early. And Emily Parrott had her fingertips on it, very frustrated as it bounces out of bounds.
That's key for Norwell going back to that last possession. When the bucket dropped, they got the ball out of bounds and they got the ball inbounds as quick as possible. Didn't let Carroll set up their press.
Now this Carroll team, they go the home run play again, and it bites Carroll a second time. This time Kennedy Filling with the layup.
Right, and that's just Carroll playing man. And then you're behind, you're in front of the offense, and the offense then gets behind you. So,
boy, that was, yeah. So Mackenzie Tolliver called for the foul. Eric Thornton arguing that she was straight up, but Tolliver came down a little bit on that shot attempt by Parrott. First foul on Tolliver, and Parrott will go back to the stripe. 66% shooter there this year. Parrott's got 4 early points. We see Grace Bratmuller for the first time, the underappreciated 5'10 senior. Does a lot of things. Doesn't show up in the scoring column all that much, but she does a lot of things right for this Lady Knight team. Fights for the rebound. Well, it was last touch by Bratmuller, and once again, second chance opportunity coming for Carroll.
Yeah, and eventually Carroll's going to convert to the point where Norwell is going to have to take a timeout, figure it out.
Well, both teams have been a little bit sloppy here early on. Carroll has not played since last Wednesday. That was a Tuesday-Wednesday event up at Northridge in Middlebury. Filling driving the floor, stepped on the sideline, and Filling forced out of bounds, and another turnover. Now, we were blessed to have a fantastic stat crew down at the Newcastle Chrysler Gymnasium. We do not have that tonight, unfortunately. But that was a tremendous tool to have. Got stats at the end of every quarter. And as I've done stats in the past, it makes you really appreciate when you do have them. That was straight up defense. Oh, Norwell got really fortunate there. Kennedy Filling couldn't corral it, and Nevaeh Jackson was laying out of bounds. So Norwell gets it back here. Again, though, pretty good defense by Bratmuller. Norwell just not able to close out possessions right now. Bales pushes the pace. Kennedy Filling again. Short. Filling has really cooled off after a hot start. She's inside of 30% now from 3. And a transition shot there by Brooke Pocock. That misses. Pocock, the 5'6 junior. This Carroll team generally goes 8 deep. Filling hoists it. The elder Filling. And Norwell has been cold the last couple of minutes. Still a 4-point lead here for the Chargers on the road.
Yeah, and this Norwell team is a team that can go ice cold at times, but when they get hot, they get real hot.
That's Kayla Gibbs on the dribble for the Chargers. And stop me if you've heard me say it already, turnover, and really of the unforced variety. There have been a few that have been good defensive plays, but generally the turnover story has been kind of careless for both teams in this first quarter. And there's a backcourt foul by Emily Parrott, and that's her second foul. So both teams battling foul trouble with a couple of their best players.
Right, and on the turnover thing, with both teams pushing pace defensively, offensively, you haven't really seen that too much from a lot of teams, so you're going to see more turnovers in this game.
That's true. A lot more possessions tonight. But I thought Norwell did an okay job taking care of it against Fishers. Well, Tolliver just stops and pulls the trigger. And, if you're just a fan, you might say, well, doesn't that kind of seem like a forced shot? Tolliver hits that a lot. That's a miss by Nevaeh Jackson, and a foul on Carroll against Jasmine Anderson.
Charger foul number 20.
And Norwell did a good job breaking the press that time. Bratmuller off to Bales. Couldn't get her feet set for a 3 try. And so Norwell will now settle into a possession. Filling from the elbow. Short again. Carroll the rebound. Pace has still been good, but both teams have failed to convert their last several trips down. Fordyce. Just a step inside the 3-point line for a long deuce. So it's a half-dozen-point lead here for Carroll, who's just slowly stretched it. Norwell has been in this position several times this season. Bales tries to go off the glass. Bratmuller cleans up the miss and is blocked from behind by Nevaeh Jackson. Excellent defensive effort there by Jackson. And now she pushes the pace. Gibbs off the glass. And, if this is not towards the end of the quarter, I think Norwell probably burns a timeout right there. But I think trying to limp in to the end of the first quarter if they can make it.
Right.
In the corner it goes. Tolliver missed everything. There's a baseball pass intercepted by Bales. 2-on-2 here. It's like you're playing at the rec center. Filling throws it up, and it's off the heel. Norwell's missed 7 or 8 shots in a row. Carroll not going to try to hold for one shot, not even thinking about it. Fordyce overshot everything, but the offensive rebound by Jasmine Anderson. That's kind of an unfortunate break for the Lady Knights there. The long rebound after the miss from Fordyce, just missed the rim. So Kennedy Filling, that's a forced shot, and she knocks it down. So Kennedy Filling, that's actually a really big shot for Norwell. Gets them back within 7 here. But they don't do a good job of closing out. They get a break. 4 seconds, gotta heave it, gotta push it here.
Oh, no.
They turn it over. Carroll's not gonna get a shot. First quarter comes to an end. Fast and furious pace at the Castle. Norwell on top of Carroll leading at the Castle, 20-13.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Welcome back to the Castle here in Ossian. Chargers leading Norwell 20-13 after 1 quarter of play. Howie, what stuck out to you in that first quarter?
Well, we touched on it, the pace. You know, more possessions means more turnovers. But again, I go back to offensive rebounds, and this is a thing that the Knights have struggled with before, especially when they get in their 1-3-1.
Well, it's a very undersized club.
It is. But at the same time, you know, you get a body on somebody, and then they go over you or they have to push you, right, to get the rebound. That's when you get the foul calls, but they're not even in position right now.
Sure. Yeah, I understand the point there. As a Tuesday night in the Castle, and it is feeling closer to normal. We're certainly not there, but we have got a really nice crowd on hand here in Ossian tonight. Nice by COVID-19 standards.
Yeah.
And especially for a Tuesday. Fordyce drives to the baseline and steps.
You're talking about a special night. You got Jeff Kokenauer on the mic, James Payne, one of your officials.
What a great setup tonight.
Roop Wright back in the building.
That's 5. Boy, Coach Thornton is upset at Maya Shelton as Shelton had Tolliver open right in front of the bench, and she was looking for the home run ball again, and it wasn't there, and then just kind of froze. Not a play you see from the senior very often.
Right.
The miss by Sheets. Jackson the board. Third chance for Carroll. That was Olivia Lowry. And boy, they've really rotated in the players here tonight. Bales from the corner, way off. Norwell has not gotten it going offensively here so far. Tolliver gets the steal. Norwell's got a 2-on-1. Tomaszek the step through and the foul. Carroll fans wanted to travel, but Castater picks up the personal, and that's 2 on her. So as much as there really haven't been that many fouls in this game, there are 3 players with 2, Parrott and Castater for Carroll, and Shelton for Norwell, who's on the floor right now with a pair. Tomaszek drains the first free throw. Nevaeh Jackson returns for the Lady Chargers, and so does Kaylee Filling for Norwell. That one was halfway home and rimmed out, so Carroll will maintain a 6-point lead. Just about a minute into this second quarter here on a Tuesday night in Ossian. Fordyce at the bucket.
It's a nice move, nice finish.
Fordyce leads all scorers with 8 points here tonight in the early going. Kaylee up ahead to Tolliver. That's deep for Filling. And not surprisingly short, but she tracks down her own rebound. Good effort. It comes away to Carroll. Carroll had numbers for a moment but couldn't convert. Now Fordyce to the baseline. Blocked from behind by Shelton.
You can tell it's just two great teams. Just battling.
These are quality
trying to
teams.
force their will on the game, and they're trying to do the same thing to each other. Just speed it up, get possessions, get points.
Well, of course, Carroll for all the years, too, is just kind of been in an unfortunate predicament as Jackson has her first basket. Carroll has been in a sectional with Homestead for all these years. They just beat him in double overtime before Christmas. Jackson to pilfer in the pair, and that will force a Norwell timeout. The Lady Chargers are up a dozen here on the road as we'll take a 30-second break and be back on The Voice.
Hey, I'm Nathan from Shelton Financial Group. As we approach and enter the holiday season, we hope and pray for safety for you and your family. At Shelton Financial Group, our goal is to build long-lasting, deep, personal connections with people like you. That's why we take a different approach to helping our clients find financial freedom. Come visit us at our new location on the north end of Ossian in the old bank building, or call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Derek Decker, Alex Howard from Ossian. Alex, feels like a little bit of danger time here for the Lady Knights.
Right, and this is a position where a good team like Carroll, not going to let up, not going to let you, scratch and claw your way back in this. They're going to try to bury you right now.
Shelton found herself open in space. High arcing three was, Norwell is just all over the place right now. Just a little bit flustered. And Carroll continues to push the pace. That was last touched by the Chargers, according to Craig Hershey. So Norwell, again, was down similar margins in both games on Tuesday at Newcastle. Norwell having a little bit of an issue getting it in the backcourt, and they turn it over again.
Yeah, Norwell having problems getting it in, and when they get it in, it's not necessarily a position that they want it to be in.
Yeah.
And so it feels awkward for them, so they pick it up in an awkward spot.
Yeah, pretty poor inbound defense. Fordyce easily now into double figures as she and Carroll have Norwell doubled up. Filling does what she does best, just going right to the rim and creating a bucket when Norwell needed one most. That's her first basket of the night.
Yeah, that's huge. Got to get the cap off the basket. Now get a stop.
Yeah. Shelton couldn't pursue as hard as she normally does, and another offensive rebound. That was Nevaeh Jackson for her first basket. Norwell bailed out with a foul call here on Jackson. But it is getting away from Norwell in a hurry here. Norwell has been obviously they're 11-2, and they have not been dominated in any game yet this year. But so far in this first half, it's been pretty much all Chargers. And a turnover and Fordyce. Timeout Norwell. Back in a moment on The Voice.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Well, the Lady Knights have got some work to do here. 32-16, Carroll's come out guns a-blazing on the road, as you expected. But I think at this point we would expect Norwell to have converted a little more consistently on the offensive end. The problem has been in this game, between the poor shooting and the turnovers, it's obviously not a recipe for success, and this has been the issue. Norwell turns it over one more time out of the timeout. Same issue. Carroll's backcourt pressure has given Norwell fits, and it's really not been an area of big struggle for Norwell this year because they've seen backcourt pressure from Concordia and the likes of Garrett and Fishers, and they handled it pretty well. But they have not handled it well so far tonight.
Well, and those teams aren't going to play as quick as Carroll is, and that's the problem.
There's a foul from behind on Thomasette.
But where you can make those, swing it quickly and, kind of catch the defense napping on the backside. Carroll's waiting for it on the backside.
Yeah.
Like, teams aren't as disciplined as Carroll is in their backcourt pressure or as fast.
Jackson missed the three. Shelton might have got a fingertip on that, but the long rebound comes out to Fordyce. Now another miss. Tomaszak fighting hard, throws it right into Jackson, who will lay it in. I would like to know the rebound numbers because Norwell's probably down double digits right now on the boards.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. That was a great rebound by Skyla, but in an awkward position, falling down, looked for somebody, just wasn't there.
Norwell down almost 20 here in the first half.
Man, and this thing just got away very quickly.
That's what happens. And you got to realize, that's the point, is that Carroll's going to sub 4 in here. Almost a platoon system here for Mark Redding. This is a deep Carroll ball club. And that is really the difference in being a 4A team versus Norwell having basically 7 regular players. 8 if you count Todd, who does come in every game. Norwell's going to turn it over again here. And it's just ugly. Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
Usually Coach Thornton takes 1-2 timeouts like that.
Wow.
And the team
flips
switch, but you're not playing a normal team tonight. You're playing Carroll.
That's the thing, though. You know what? And as we said, Carroll, Coach Thornton said this is the best Carroll team that he has seen in his time at Norwell. But you stack it up against the likes of Fishers, who I thought was a really quality team, who was more athletic than this Carroll team. But this Carroll team is more skilled. And it's showing up right now. And Sagarin has it wrong because I'm telling you, this Carroll team could lay it on Fishers. We saw them both, and in my opinion, I think Carroll would probably win that game. Bales knocks down a much-needed 3 from the corner.
Huge. You need to stop right now.
Well, that's the thing. Norwell's got to start stringing together some stops. And there's the stop number 1. Filling's got a chance to create this into points. The jump stop through contact. Shelton the offensive rebound. Short again. Rebound pulled out of there by Shelton. A third chance, and she's off to the line. Not a bad sequence there for the Lady Knights. And that's the second foul on Jasmine Anderson. So now 3 with a pair for Carroll in this first half. Shelton's first one is good. Maya is a 75% free throw shooter. She's got 6. Tolliver back into the game for Norwell. Also in for Carroll, it's Navia Jackson, averaging 8 and 4. Shelton averaging 15 and 5. Second one is good as well. 34-21, Carroll on top here in this first half as we're getting into late stages. And Norwell has been down as many as 18 as Carroll turns it over again. Neither team has been short on that end. But Norwell has turned it over more and more in the backcourt. Add that to the number of offensive rebounds that Carroll has had in second chance points, and that equals the 13-point lead right now for the Chargers. Tolliver had it slapped away, but she's going to be headed to the stripe as Sanaya Jackson got her from behind.
And I think Tolliver got lucky there. He was pretty weak with the ball there and having to get some contact. You got to be strong with the ball, especially when, middle of the floor.
Tolliver has a triple tonight, 68% foul shooter. Norwell's going to need those tonight. It's a Norwell team that has shot it one of the best in program history. They're shooting 72% on the season. Tolliver good on both. So, back-to-back trips to the line. Norwell makes all 4, and they're only down 11. So, it is, and there's another turnover. Not the end of the world here for Norwell. And as many as they were down, the one thing about the fast pace tonight is the fact that comebacks are quite feasible because you're going to get a ton of possessions.
Right, and, Carroll, a few sloppy possessions there. Norwell converting at the line.
Shelton, short. And Norwell just has not shot it well from distance so far tonight. And that is a key, obviously, to their offense. There's a foul. If that's on Shelton, it's number 3.
Yep.
Oh, man, that really hurts Norwell. And now she's going to be done for the rest of the first half. That hurts because Shelton was one of the few players creating offense for the Lady Knights.
Shooting 2.
First free throw no good from Gibbs. She's now 2 of 7 on the season from the stripe. Kennedy Filling replaces Shelton, and my thought would be she'd be in for the rest of the half. Might see Emily Todd for a moment. Second one good for Gibbs. Breaks a bit of a scoring drought for Carroll. Bales needs help. Gets it to the middle with Filling. They did a good job of breaking the press that time. Bales extra pass. Kaylee Filling wide open. Buries it. That was one of Norwell's best possessions of the game. They calmly broke the press. Bales needed help, but she got it, went to the middle, and then Filling capped it off with a triple. Kennedy Filling got beat to the baseline. It leaves Jackson open on the wing, and she answers.
And likewise, Carroll comes back with, a pretty good set there.
Filling had it poked away on the sideline in front of the Charger bench. And Mark Redding. Carroll team up a dozen with 2:11 to go in the first half. Kaylee Filling trying to create some space. And that's just too much contact from Jackson, and that's the second on her. So the fouls are really racking up here for Carroll. They are a deep team, but now 2 starters with a pair of fouls, and Parrott and Jackson, or Parrott and Castater rather, Jackson and Anderson on the bench, also with a pair. Kaylee Filling, a 74% shooter, only 5 points. It's been pretty quiet so far. Just hit a big 3 and earns the bonus.
Substitution for Carroll, number 32, Delane Sheets.
Delane Sheets back into the game for the Chargers, 5'8" senior. Kaylee is good on both. Norwell is perfect at the line. And it's 38-28, 10-point game. And it's a 2-minute warning of this first half. Jackson again. Short. Offensive rebound for Gibbs. Underneath. Missed it. Kaylee Filling the rebound. Norwell can cut it into under single digits here for the first time in a long time. Kennedy Filling doubled. Needs help. Gives it to Tolliver. Norwell sets up motion offense. Bales drives. Blocked. And Norwell will get another opportunity here.
I know you said blocked, but I saw a lot of contact there, and
Perhaps.
That's all I'm going to say.
Well, remember we made our pledge early in the season about officiating. Kaylee Filling underneath. Oh, Tomaszek could have given a look to the bucket there. Didn't. And that's what Coach Thornton just said right there. Of course, Jim Wilson at the left hand of Thornton tonight as Jason Frisch continues, and we wish him the best in quick recovery. Sure watching the broadcast tonight, so hi, Jason. It's been a frequent flyer, the voice, over the last couple weeks dealing with COVID issues. Filling turns the corner and slips it in. Kaylee Filling gets the roll, and Norwell's down 8. This reminds me of a game Norwell had here several years ago with Carroll, where the Chargers won 70-65. In a fast-paced game like this, Carroll built a big lead early. Norwell really closed the gap, but could never quite get over the hump. Norwell's got to have somebody open. Tomaszek is wide open, and Norwell's got it down to 6. First basket for Tomaszek with 46 seconds to go in the first half. Foul trouble playing a factor here for Carroll. Travel by Fordyce. Emily Todd is into the game, as we thought might happen. Kaylee Filling will exit for a moment. See if she comes back in. Backcourt pressure as will continue to be applied all night here by Carroll. Tolliver turns it over on the inbound. Sheets to the line.
And that turnover there is just something that cannot happen when you're climbing back into the game and have momentum.
Yeah,
like that's one
exactly
thing that
right.
Just stops it right in its track is a turnover in the backcourt and a foul.
Sheets just a 50% free throw shooter, 6 for 12, averages 7 points, 2 boards a game, plus an assist. And first one rims no good.
And if you're Norwell, you want this pace to continue. This is what's keeping you back in the game. Because Carroll is not setting anything up right now, and it's hurting them.
If Norwell can get into halftime at around this mark, it's going to be a success.
Well, I was about to say that when it was 28-38. I was going to say, if you can keep it in a 10, and all of a sudden, you cut it down to 6.
39-32. Filling just had it stripped away. That's Pocock on the steal. Up ahead, a strip by Bales, but too much arm, and Gibbs is headed to the line. Again, and this is what I said about that game several years ago with Carroll. Last year was a heck of a grinded-out game. Carroll won at the Carroll Fieldhouse 44-42. This has been as evenly matched a series as you're going to find.
Right.
It's 9-8 Norwell over the last number of years, and so Norwell has really benefited, too, from Carroll struggling at the line a bit as Gibbs comes up empty on the first one. She split her pair last time, trying to do the same here, and she will. Soft touch. 8-point Charger lead with 26 seconds left in the half. Tomaszek brings it across the line. Rocket pass to Tomaszek across the floor. Filling almost stepped out of bounds, did a good job keeping it in, and now she's headed to the line for a deuce. Sanaya Jackson picks up her second foul, and that is the 5th Carroll Charger with 2 fouls in this first half. It is really playing a factor right now and will continue to play a role in the second half likely.
Right, and even if nobody picks up their third right now, or necessarily even in the beginning of the third quarter,
it affects the way you play.
It does.
I mean, we saw it with Shelton, too, who picked up her third. Norwell's, by the way, going on this run without Maya Shelton, which is surprising to me. Norwell's down half a dozen here, and a stop would be huge. Filling almost got it. It is saved inbounds. Carroll still has it. Fordyce throws one up. A second shot, no good. 2 seconds. Off to Jackson at the elbow, and it rims out at the buzzer. And Norwell will limp to halftime, down just 6. You can call that a success, as Norwell is very much in the ball game right now, trailing by a half dozen on their home floor. We'll take a break and return with the Autzen State Bank halftime show in a moment on Voice.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, CATHIE.Peterson@SteffenGRP.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Derek Decker alongside Alex Howard here from Ossian tonight. Norwell trailing Carroll 40-34 here at the Castle in a battle of ranked teams. And Alex, a lot to break down at that first half. Quick pace right from the outset as we expected. Carroll had the upper hand early, but a late surge by Norwell has them back within half a dozen.
Right, the pace was unbelievable coming out of the tip. Not a ton of scoring in the first couple of possessions.
Yeah, both teams, you know what? Both teams went on some pretty lengthy droughts, and it's still, we had 74 points in that first half.
Right, and so, when both teams start pouring it in, they started pouring it in. And that's part of the reason Norwell, got back in this game. It was on their run, they poured it in. And part of the reason Carroll extended the lead there in the first quarter and the beginning of the second.
Right.
Because they were just pouring shots in off of Norwell turnovers and off of second chance points.
Norwell is just down 6, and I think that'd be an accomplishment any way you look at it. I mean, we were sitting here, saying, boy, this thing got away in a hurry. Norwell's quickly out of the locker room here. Well, honestly, though, you figure out how to limit the turnovers, and Norwell is probably right back in the game. I know I hate to nail it down to a single issue because Norwell also got some pretty good looks that they just didn't knock down in that first half.
Right.
But I think the turnovers really killed the momentum, obviously, and the offensive rebounding was another huge component to Carroll's lead.
Yeah, right. And I think coming into this half now, defensively for both teams, right, you want to ramp up the pressure even more. Right. You want to, when you get it into the corners, you want to trap. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Norwell after a basket get into a 1-3-1. I think Carroll plays really fast for that. And I think it'd be really tough to do. But if you can get it, you can get it set up, and you can anticipate passes.
Yeah.
You can really screw Carroll up.
Well, you can do that without trapping as hard as you normally would in the 1-3-1.
That's right.
So you just kind of play a softer zone, and that's potentially a way Norwell can get back into it. We know that you are listening to the Ossian State Bank Halftime Show. Ossian State Bank has been your local bank for over a century. The bank of Alex Howard and Derek Decker, and they've got 2 convenient locations, one in downtown Austin and the other on the north side of Bluffton. We're back with the third quarter after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255. Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back to the Castle. We should have an exciting second half on tap for you. Norwell had been down by as many as 18, if I'm recalling correctly. Is that the number?
Right.
I think that's right. And that was about midway through that second quarter. And then a really strong finish had them down just 6 at halftime. Norwell starts with the basketball as well. So an opportunity to close this gap a little bit further. Starters back on the floor for Norwell minus Maya Shelton. Kennedy Filling is in her place. Nice dish to Tomaszek, and she's going to the line.
And that is huge coming out of the halftime break. You get
great start.
You don't have to face the full court pressure right away. You get into a half court set, and you find exactly what you want, a down low pass.
And they get the third foul in the Via Jackson. Tomaszek was way off on that free throw. But Norwell is right now in a situation where I didn't think they'd be a few minutes ago, and you would not say that they were in the game, really. Until the last couple moments of that first half, and then really a wasted opportunity as Tomaszek comes up empty on both. 6-point game. Carroll is trying to extend the lead. That's a great defensive play by Kaylee Filling, and then it's a turnover by Bales. Running the floor is Parrott for the layup. Just 6 points for her. She's been kind of quiet as she had those 2 early fouls. The unquestioned best player on this Carroll team, but don't let it fool you. She's not the only one that can make it happen. There's plenty of them. Oh, boy. Coach Thornton is really incensed. He just had to burn his 3rd timeout right there. It is a full one, so we will take it with them and be back in just a moment.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 4672440. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Well, that was the quickest timeout, full timeout, in the history of high school basketball as Norwell turned it over. Carroll returns the favor, though, and they get it back again almost. Kaylee Filling comes away with a loose ball for the Lady Knights. The 12-footer's good. That's a great range for Kaylee Filling. She's always been good at that shot. It's one of the strengths of her game. She has a game-high 13.
Oh,
Back
nice
cut, Jackson. Beautiful, beautiful offensive set for Carroll and Nevaeh Jackson.
And that's hard to defend.
Yeah.
If you're not looking for it. And that is not where you want to pick up the ball.
No. That is a freshman and kind of throws up a really bad shot. And Coach Thornton's not pleased with that. 4 dice. And that's exactly what happens. It's not
right.
about that. That's the reason that layup happened, was because of a bad shot and Norwell was out of position. Mark Redding just went on a pogo stick and slammed the floor. He was clearly upset at Emily Parrott, who just picked up a 3rd silly foul in the backcourt for no reason. And
right.
Maya Shelton, and at this point, Coach Thornton's pretty much forced to bring Shelton back into the game, not getting what he hoped for from Kennedy Filling so far tonight. Carroll's in a zone press. Norwell taking their time getting it across, but calmly does get it into the front court. Carroll still trying to trap. Tolliver rams to the baseline. Tomaszek up and under, no finish. Got her own rebound on the tap from Filling and missed again. So Norwell did get a second opportunity that time, but Carroll can extend their 10-point lead. Oh, boy.
Oh, Craig missed one there.
Well, I don't know. We're pretty far away, and we're on the back side of that.
Oh, so I can see that.
Oh, right. That's right. I forget about that. We're right. We could see that. It certainly looked like it went right off the foot of Nevaeh Jackson. But in any case, Carroll gets it back. Jackson has it now. That's Sanaya Jackson with it. Extra pass, 4 dice for 3. Missed everything. Norwell doesn't close out the possession again. Jump ball, but it stays with Carroll. And that is what we're talking about.
Like
that was simply either just not being aware of where
right.
Kaylee was out on the floor.
I think that's what it was, but
probably, and it cost him. Jackson from the elbow.
And honestly,
it's been like that all night.
And honestly, right there on the inbounds play, it was Maya walking to her girl. And the ball had been handed in.
It just feels like in this game especially, and you don't chalk it up as lazy as Shelton gets stripped. 4 dice, extra pass.
Oh, nice.
Jackson. And you can't burn another timeout.
No, because what if you?
Boy, Carroll fans are really upset at that call by James Payne. The foul went on Emily Parrott. That is number 4 on Parrott.
Well, and that's probably why, but how can you get upset at James Payne?
Well, that's the thing is you can throw a fit for about 2 seconds and you realize who you're whining at.
Right.
And, yeah. Well, in any case, all of a sudden, Norwell's back down 14, and there's another foul. Well, and that, the Carroll fans can whine about that. And I understand the frustration. I really do.
Right.
But that one was a foul.
Right.
And that was pretty obvious. And Mark Redding is not displeased at all.
No.
And he knows. I mean, that's what it is. And
that's what I like about
getting restless.
That's what I like about Carroll's coach there, when a foul's called, it's not so much on the official. It's his girls are just in not a good position.
No, and that one was a foul, and now Norwell is blocked. Kaylee Filling had her shot blocked. Oh, Jackson with some speed to the rim. Offensive rebound, and Castater to the line.
Well, this is still a fast-paced game, but it feels like it has slowed down.
It's slowed down, and Carroll's back in complete
in the
control
driver's
right now.
seat, for sure.
For sure. Castater is Carroll's best free throw shooter at 80%. Pretty calm and pure on the first one. Castater is good on both, and Carroll's back up 16. Norwell had it down as close as 6 to start this third quarter. It started with a great drive, and Tomaszek ended up missing both free throws, and now she throws it into the front court, and Maya Shelton picks up her 4th foul. And you could chalk that one up to sloppy pass by Tomaszek, and then the reach didn't need to happen, but again, it caught Norwell out of position. It's going to force Bratmuller into the game.
Huge shout out to Matt Schwartz, who just brought us some popcorn. Thanks, Matt.
That is going to be big time at the end of the game. Speaking of shout outs, we do have to give a shout out to Rick Park tonight.
Oh, yes.
As he was in attendance tonight at the middle school game. Great to see him out and about. Of course, been struggling with a host of health issues. But happy to see him around at Norwell. And a face that is missed so dearly here at the Castle on a night where we can have some extra attendance. Filling, trying to draw contact as Norwell's down the most they've been all night at 18. Tolliver tries to end the drought. She won't. 3 misses. Castater the rebound for the Lady Chargers. The streak is in some serious jeopardy here for Norwell. Jackson. Ouch.
Yeah. And back up to 21.
And now he does have to burn it. And no choice for Coach Thornton. Norwell's down 21 at home as their 1,100-day regular season streak at the Castle is on the line and in big-time jeopardy at the Castle.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
3:36 to go, third quarter. Carroll is up 21 here at Norwell. And I have not said that in a long time. In fact, I didn't say it in that Dwenger loss either.
Right.
Norwell was very much in that game and lost at the end of the game and very easily could have won that game. But that is what the streak is right now. It is 1,113 days. It's been over 700 days since they've lost in this building, period. That was to Belmont in the sectional in 2019 on an ice-cold day. So I can remember that. I can remember coming back for that game, and I didn't have class that day because it was so cold. It's the only time we've had class canceled due to weather in college. Kennedy Filling in the front court for Norwell. As the Lady Knights trail by 21, there's a great back cut by Todd, but the close down was there on the baseline by Castater. Norwell creating the offense here. They got a great look by Kennedy Filling. It was deep, but they got the shot they wanted from the kid they wanted, and Norwell unable to convert. Carroll trying to build on the lead here. We were talking at the break. For this Norwell team, and we'll get Coach Thornton's thoughts on it after the game, assuming Norwell doesn't mount the 21-point comeback here. This is a game where you look at it and you just kind of move on.
Right.
As Castater buries a 3. This is not a This is not a reflection of where Norwell is at.
No,
it's not. I mean, regardless of how this game ends up,
right?
It's not. Well, maybe Norwell's not as good as we thought they were. Norwell's beaten every 3A team that they're going to have to go through basically in the north half of the state. I mean, there's Mishawaka-Marion sitting out there, but you're looking at a team that's beaten the best of the best that they're going to see at least up to the semi-state game, assuming they get that far. So this is not a night where you sit back and you go, well, where did we go wrong? And you kind of blow everything up, and it's just not the approach that Norwell has to have tonight. Because this Carroll team, we were talking, I would agree with you as we agreed off air, this is the best team that we've seen come into the Castle since the McLaughlin-Homestead team.
Right.
Which was obviously the recruiting show. We don't have to go into that tonight on the broadcast. No. But it was the recruiting show.
Yeah.
And this is not the recruiting show.
We'll get put on Twitter for something.
Right, I'm sure we will. Well, something happened the last time Norwell played Homestead.
Right.
Filling up ahead to her sister, and she steps on the sideline. Norwell down 22 here. But this is a well-balanced team and a team that really fought. Actually, they were down 3 late against Homestead in overtime. Emily Parrott hit a straightaway triple just ahead of the buzzer to force double OT. And then Carroll outlasted Homestead at the Fieldhouse with no fans. What a shame there were no fans to see that game. Jackson misses the point-blank look badly and bails the rebound, and Norwell's off and running again. Lady Knights are going to have to get some quick possessions here.
And to continue that conversation, it's really hard to move on from a loss, no matter how it comes. But this is one that you really have to, take away what you need to. But at the same time, you have 2 conference games coming up that you need to get.
Right. Friday and Saturday, Norwell taking on Leo here at home on Friday night. And then they go to North Arena to take on the Lady Vikes. And Norwell is still, obviously, in the driver's seat to win the conference right now. It's tipped away, and Norwell touched it last. Lady Knights are, again, poised for a repeat, although this year they've got a really good chance to win it outright. Last year they shared it with Columbia City at 6-1, and they are still undefeated at this point. It's a Northeast state that's down, but every team's competitive, and so there's still no easy wins. Tomaszek turns it over once again. Coach Thornton wanted an over and back, but that was what? So is he going to get a technical, or he get a timeout? Oh, I got a timeout. I was wondering what was going on there, whether Craig Hershey was going to give Mark Redding a technical or what, which would be totally out of character for Mark. Right. And he is granted a timeout. This is a 30. We'll keep it here and continue our discussion. Norwell trailing by 19 here with 1:12 left in the third quarter. But this Carroll team has been impressive. We knew it coming in. I honestly thought, and look, there is still some time left in this game, but I thought Norwell would be more competitive. It's not that they haven't competed. It's just Carroll has sped them up too much. They played at a faster pace than Fisher's played, which is shocking to me because Fisher's played at a pretty breakneck pace. Norwell was able to keep up because they shot it well and took care of the basketball. The other problem, as we mentioned at halftime, Carroll has had their way on the boards. Norwell's getting dominated on the rebounds.
Right. And you know what? Let's talk about this. We talked about this when we were in Tampa this past week.
Right.
That's a hard pace to replicate.
Yeah.
Right. And you see this on film. Yeah. I'm sure you see it on film. And
go,
they play fast. Like, how do you replicate that in practice?
It is a different brand of fast because Norwell plays pretty quick.
Right.
But it is a different brand tonight. Filling got it poked out of there. She's on the deck. It's going to be an easy bucket for Kayla Gibbs. Filling back to her feet as Gibbs has her 8th point. Carroll up 21. Filling harassed out by the midcourt stripe. Foul called on Carroll. That's the 6th. Norwell's going to be shooting free throws the entire fourth quarter.
Carroll foul number 10, Brooke Pocock.
Brooke Pocock picking up the foul. Mentioned how deep this Carroll team is. 8 regular players that are in the very regular rotation, but beyond that, they can sub in 4 and really not lose that much.
Right.
Speaks to the quality program that Mark Redding has built at Carroll. Norwell in a motion offense. Todd is stopped at the top of the key. There's the back cut by Tolliver, and she had it blocked by the much taller Jasmine Anderson. Anderson's got about 6 inches on her at least. And they move the ball quickly. And there's a block on the other end, still in play. Tomaszek keeps it alive and turns it over again at the end of the quarter. So it didn't really cost Norwell that time, and that is the end of the fourth quarter. Carroll in the driver's seat as we head to our final quarter here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Carroll on top of Norwell, 62-41 as we enter our final frame here at the Castle. Unless Norwell is able to mount a ginormous comeback, which they almost did against Fishers on Tuesday night in the consolation game down at the Hall of Fame Classic. Norwell was down almost 20 in that fourth quarter and came back, got it actually down to 3 late in the game. So it's doable. The way Norwell plays, it is doable, but they're going to have a big quarter from Shelton, and it starts well as Shelton drains a straightaway 3. I think Norwell has really suffered from having Shelton in foul trouble all night. I think that's really been a big problem as they create the turnover. So couldn't have asked for a better start now for the Lady Knights, and they're still down 18. But working in the right direction. Bales finds herself in space. Shelton again. And she gets another one. And just like that, Maya Shelton has back-to-back threes, and Norwell's got it down to 15. Via Jackson in the backcourt. Long cross-court pass. Fordyce. Now Norwell sags back. And they're back in man. Underneath. Oh. You could hear the groans of the Norwell faithful as Jackson lost it going up. She's off to the line, and Bales picks up her second foul.
That would be for sure a bailout, because that was no kind of basketball shot I ever want to see from from one of my players anyway.
Baker's dozen for Nevaeh Jackson now tonight. Her first trip to the free throw line, and she's pure on both. Back to a 17-point Carroll lead. About as many points as we expected in this one. Filling crossover. Nice dump. Tomaszek couldn't finish, but she is back to the stripe.
You know, and I know she's frustrated she didn't make it, but she got the opportunity, go to the line, hit a couple of free throws, she'll be all right.
First one slips over the front of the rim. Tomaszek was a 57% free throw shooter coming into tonight. And she's about on pace for that. That makes her, well, actually that makes her 2 for 6 on the evening. Shelton, no shot, but she is going to the stripe as again, we noted, and this is where it may end up hurting Carroll, is the fouls that they racked up in the first half.
Right.
That's the fourth now in Nevaeh Jackson, who's had a tremendous night. She leads all scorers in this game with 14. She's now on the bench, and Norwell's best free throw shooter is at the line outside of Brattmuller. Shelton off to Bethel next year. Playing with a broken schnoz tonight. Tomaszek tied up on the rebound. And it goes back to Carroll.
A couple of Crossroads Leagues commits in this.
That's right.
Big fan of Crossroads League
basketball.
basketball.
Of course you are. Oh, boy. I think Jackson got away with the travel. Inside it goes to her sister, and Fordyce with a mid-range. Carroll just makes you pay every time.
Yeah.
That's just what it's been all night. Shelton. She's got the hot hand. Tomaszek comes flying in for the board and missed again. Boy, she's had some great looks underneath. Yeah. That was a great rebound by Tomaszek and comes up empty.
And those are the type of things that you see in this game that you take away from the game. In a game where, you let it get away from you, fine.
Yeah.
But that's the effort. Those are the plays that you take away.
Well, and to me, that's the sign of Tomaszek being a sophomore.
Right.
And will continue to grow as a player as she matures and gets older. And, Tomaszek has a tremendously athletic body, has all kinds of potential. We talk about it all the time. And, that she's battled through some foul trouble. She's really improved in that aspect over the last couple of weeks. Jackson underneath to Castater. And Carroll unable to convert. Shelton to the rim. Boy, in Maya Shelton's limited time, she has 16 points for the Lady Knights.
And that's huge. Imagine if she, if she could have stayed on the floor for an extended period of time.
Yeah. Just never could find a rhythm. And she's actually finding a rhythm in being a choppy game and everything. But the fact that she picked up the third foul late in the first half was what really hindered her going forward, because Norwell had to utilize her very wisely. That's off the heel from Fordyce. Norwell can trim the lead further. Kennedy filling wide open. Got it. Huge. And Carroll calls a timeout. Kennedy filling into double figures quietly. And with 5 minutes to go, Norwell hanging around. They're down a dozen. We'll see if they can close the gap on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
And there's the turnover. I think we're getting jibbed or something. The commercials must be running slow or something, because
I don't know.
We can get 2 30-second ads in pretty calmly. Mark Redding had his crew out of the timeout very fast. We're down to 5 minutes to go. Norwell is only down a dozen, and after the Carroll turnover with a 3, could get it back to single digits for the first time since early in the third quarter. Bales to Tolliver, and they turn it over. Parrott swatted by Shelton. Could have fouled out right there, but the miss is cleaned up by Nevaeh Jackson underneath. Nice pass to Shelton. And Shelton just
strong take.
That's what she does. That's what Shelton is so good at doing, and paces back to what it was in the first quarter.
You know what? In the sense of Maya Shelton, you have 4. Your team was down 20, 25. Like, what's to lose? Just go out there and play hard if you get your 5th foul.
Yeah.
Foul.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, Norwell, you just got to give it everything.
Right.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's no reason to
Could
hold
have been off
back. Now, I don't know. That's good defense by Tolliver, though.
Right.
Oh.
Backside help.
Yep, Parrott was wide open, and Norwell's done a good job of limiting her tonight.
Oh, boy.
And that will just kill you.
You know what
That's the kind of
You know what that turnover reminds me of? I believe it was Columbia City, guys game, my senior year. Ray Wilson threw one off the backboard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Boy,
the Hazen brothers come in.
Yeah. Who actually Bracken is having a tremendous career at Ball State, having a great year down there. Got a chance to watch him the other day in some action. But look. Oh, my goodness. What happened there?
Right.
Parrott was
and that is
blown coverage. And Filling threw it away. So just as much as Norwell got back into the game, they unravel again.
Right.
And it's about a 50-second stretch.
Yep.
And it's probably now going to be the final dagger. Jackson into the front court. We should start a podcast or something. And we just pull random moments out of a hat and talk about the memories from Norwell lore, because there are so many. You'd be hard-pressed to find a couple guys that have been around more Norwell athletic events in the last decade. Emily Parrott kind of bouncing it around, and Carroll's becoming patient here, up 16 on the road. There's a great back cut, but they can't finish. Parrott again, boy, and they burn a timeout. We've got, I think, it's Nevaeh Jackson down to the floor for the Chargers. And so this will be a bit of an extended break. So we'll step away. Norwell down big.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Back here at the Castle, Jackson comes out of the game for Carroll. Chargers are in the driver's seat, and we'll have it underneath, keyed in by Sanaya Jackson. Nevaeh was the one that went down. Both of them the 5'11 sophomores.
Wow, what a hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. And now they can take their time. Look, Carroll's had their fair share of turnovers tonight, but it hasn't even sniffed what Norwell's had.
Right.
And I can't wait to get the final stats tonight and check out what it was, what the number was. I am a man of some talent, but one of those is not calling play-by-play and keeping the number of turnovers, as well as running ads, the graphics.
Right. See, this is where having a third man.
Oh, right.
Really.
Here's the third man. Tomasek from the baseline.
I don't know if he counts as a man, half a man.
Half a dozen for Tomasek. Another turnover. I'm telling you, there could be 50 combined turnovers in this game. I don't know. I think we'll be well into the 40s.
Right.
But I think there could be 50. I mean, I think Norwell could be approaching 25. They have turned it over a lot of times.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Oh, my goodness.
And they only turned it over, I think, 17 or 18 times against Mount Vernon in the opener down at the Hall of Fame Classic. And it felt like, well, that's number 71 of the night. And that is Brooke Pocock checking back in for the Lady Chargers. But it felt like more, and that's what it feels like tonight. I mean, it feels like Carroll has had, and it feels like they've converted like every time that Norwell turns it over. That's what a good team does.
That's true.
Is it not? I mean, that's exactly what happens.
And you combine that with a few rebounds, or more than a few rebounds they've gotten on offense, and second chance points, like, I mean,
yeah,
you're looking at your deficit plus more. I know you're not going to get every – you're undersized. You're not going to get every rebound. But there's some that they should have gotten.
Well, Sheets didn't go after that. I don't think she could. Tomasek got the steal. Shelton got away with the walk. Filling off the miss. And a timeout call. That's the final timeout from the Lady Knights. And we'll break shortly once again and come back on The Voice. 72-60. Chargers are on top of Norwell. Minute 14 to go here at the Castle. Norwell is about to see their 16-game winning streak at home snapped by the Chargers, which we knew was a very distinct possibility here tonight.
Yeah.
And, again, can't say it enough, thoroughly impressed with this Chargers squad and would expect them to come out of that sectional because they have already beaten Homestead this year. And while it was a close game, I felt like Carroll was definitely the better team. I mean, you have – look, when you have a kid like Ayanna Patterson on your team at Homestead, it's going to make you pretty good. This Carroll team, they don't have a kid like that. They are good across the board, top to bottom, 8, 9, 10 players deep. They can all produce.
Right, and they're so disciplined. And when they get in their offensive set, they move so quickly. They move so well without the ball.
Yeah.
And create many opportunities, stretch defense out so far.
Parrott throws it right into the arms of Kennedy Filling. Tomaszek will try the three, miss it by a mile. It was almost like an alley-oop to Filling, who missed. And we're inside of a minute now. I think Norwell pretty unlikely to employ the foul strategy. Everybody needs to relax. We got 36 seconds left.
Right.
Carroll's up a dozen. They're going to win the game here, and the Charger fans a little unhappy with the way the last few moments have panned out. I don't know how that's a foul. That should have been or could have been a technical on Skyla Tomaszek as well, as things get a little testy here. Yep. Well, is he going to give it to her or not? So James Payne swallows the whistle here, although I'm sure he's going to have a conversation with Eric Thornton about that.
Yep.
First free throw is good.
Again, it is a frustrating game because you are a good team, and you had a good team come in here and beat you pretty good. But it's not something to lose yourself on.
Well, that's right. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I was thinking Parrott was just going to get subbed out right there as Mark Redding was ticked.
Right.
But she fouled out, so she doesn't get a choice. Kayla Gibbs comes off the bench for Carroll. I agree with you. And I think, as we said in the pregame tonight, if Norwell doesn't get this game, they don't get it.
Right.
Like you move on. It's not an end of the world situation. And look, this is the three teams they've lost to are 4A powerhouses,
right?
Who you are not going to see in the tournament. So think of that what you may and say, well, Norwell's not as good of a ball club as we thought they are. You know, they can't quite compete at the top level. You got to put things in perspective here. You get a timeout?
Yeah.
Mark Redding still chewing out Fordyce. So kind of a sloppy end to this one. But nevertheless, it does not overshadow what was a great night of basketball here at the Castle.
Yeah.
And offense on full display.
You know, I kind of equate this to my team's lost to Woodside, right? Not quite as – this isn't quite as bad as what we lost to Woodside. But if you let, you know, a loss to a team that's a step higher than you, more students enrolled. It's way more. At the Metropolis over there off of Carroll Road.
But even beyond that, which we're very familiar with that area.
Right.
But, you know, it's again, you just move on.
Right.
Like you've got to get – but that's the thing. And look, I don't have any doubts about that. I don't think Coach Thornton has any doubts about it. You've got a veteran group, a senior-led group, that should be locked in and ready to go on Friday night against a far inferior Leo team. And so you just have to get after it and keep moving along. Yeah, you started the year 9-0. You knew the toughest part of your schedule coming up, and so you just got to keep playing.
Right.
And in any case, Carroll gets a fantastic road win here tonight at the Castle. It ends Norwell's 1,100-day winning streak at home in a regular season contest. And we'll be back to break it down with Coach Thornton in just a few moments right here on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Austin State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Austin State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Austin State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 4667240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
Welcome back to the Castle as we wrap things up. Carroll gets the win on the road here, 73-60 at the Castle tonight. Norwell's long home winning streak comes to an end in the friendly confines of the Castle. But let's break down some of the stats and figures from tonight's game. Carroll had 3 20-plus point quarters tonight. 20 in the first and the second, 22 in the third, and 11 in the fourth. The difference really made in that third quarter where Carroll pulled away. They outscored Norwell 22-7 in that third quarter. As expected, we knew the turnover numbers were going to be high. Norwell turned it over 25 times as a club tonight. 18 points from Maya Shelton, 15 from Kaylee Filling, 10 points from Kennedy Filling. Norwell 8 for 21 from the three-point line, 38%. That's a number you can live with. And 14 of 20 from the free throw stripe for 70%. Norwell was out-rebounded 38-23. Carroll had 12 offensive rebounds and led by as many as 18 points in that game. We knew that was going to be a point of emphasis as well. The second chance points are not on here, which is really unfortunate. But big thanks to Sammy Swain for getting this done in a flash. That's an email, and it's awesome that we can get that kind of information here tonight. But 38-23, the rebound number, and that pretty much tells the story of the game along with the turnovers.
Right, and I said it before the game. I said rebounds, second chance points, it's going to be huge, and it proved to be. Also, along with the pace, the possessions, and the turnovers, then that's the difference. And Carroll was able to capitalize on all that stuff, and Norwell was not. So,
yeah, there's no doubt about it. We know that as we are joined in just a moment by Norwell head coach Eric Thornton following tonight's defeat at the hands of Carroll. Coach, thanks a lot for joining us here tonight. A game where, and you told me earlier today that this might be the best Carroll team you've ever coached against, and with the pace and everything and the talent that they've got top to bottom, that was on full display right from the tip.
Yeah, they're really difficult to play against. They make you play with so much chaos, and their pressure is unique. And I'm really proud of our kids, but the two stretches. We had one in the first half and one in the second. I thought at halftime we could overcome that first. We were back in the ball game and won that second quarter, and then we just couldn't have another stretch like that. That second stretch was the difference in the ball game. Although our kids continued to fight, our goal was to try to get it under 10 there in the fourth. We had it really close, and then from there, I don't know if we would have had enough yet.
Right.
But again, winning that fourth quarter. That's kind of a trademark of this team is of not giving up. And I don't know that we see a better team on our schedule the rest of the way, but this is so good for us to go through. It doesn't take away any of our goals. We want to play this level of competition. We want to compete really, really hard and win or lose, even though we hate it. We hate to take that loss. I'll keep going back to that. It's a painful gift. It's a gift that we have the opportunity to learn from, as hard as it is to go through. Our kids battle, and they could just continue to fight.
Talk about the stretches, because that seems to have been a recurring factor in the three losses you've had. It happened twice down at Newcastle, in Mount Vernon, and the Fishers games. How do you kind of hedge that going forward? Because they're pretty significant stretches. You talk about the Fishers game, you're down 17-4 right off the start, and that's obviously a really hard thing to combat, playing a 4A team at a neutral site. So how do you kind of mitigate that going forward?
I don't know. All I know is we have to play this at this level in order to learn how to make those stretches smaller. That's the only thing I know to tell our kids is that, when you play good teams like that, there are going to be stretches. But it can't be a stretch where it goes from 6 points to 24, a 6-point deficit to a 24-point deficit. If they get up by even 15 on us, we feel like we've got enough time to come back. But, again, minimizing those, making those stretches smaller, finding a way to come back quicker and stop the bleeding and get things turning back in our way again. We just have to do it sooner. And but, that pressure that they make you play at, it makes you play quicker than you want to at times. And, no fault to our kids at all. Unique pressure that we faced tonight. Not seen it before and probably won't see it at this level after. But it's just so good for our team to go through and come out the other side with their heads up, which everybody is. Heads are up. We've got some pretty big goals coming after this game, looking at the rest of the season of what we want to do. And that's what this game's on the schedule for.
Yeah, and that's something that you kind of touched on just a moment ago, was the fact that you didn't think that it really derails anything that you've got planned out going forward.
Not one thing. When you look at your goals, yes, this is a non-conference game that the kids circled on the schedule and said, we want to win this game.
Right.
And they should feel that way. I want them to win every game. But when you don't win a game, it doesn't take away a chance for a conference championship. It doesn't do anything but prepare you better for your final run and then into the tournament. And again, our kids have a lot to draw from in our close wins as well as our 3 losses right now. And they'll get better from it. I truly believe that about our kids.
So you've got Leo and you've got Huntington North coming up this weekend, a couple of conference games. What has to happen to get a couple of wins, especially on Saturday night, for a Huntington team that's on a massive winning streak?
Yeah, Huntington's playing well right now. We're at the point right now with a lot of games in a short amount of time where we literally have to kind of be in that moment. Friday against Leo, back here home again at the Castle, just playing against a zone team, a half-court zone team with Coach Chappelle, and then Saturday, playing a team that is if not the best team in the conference, they're certainly right up there, and that's a game that our kids really want to get. So double conference weekend, very unique, just like everything else about this season. Our kids continue to roll with it, and I think what we have to do, Derek, to come back to your question, my comment on that would be we really have to do what we do as well as we can, because you have such little time to prepare.
Right.
And it really has to be about let's play good Norwell basketball. Let's continue to try to achieve all the goals that these girls have.
Yeah, you talk about that all the time when it comes to regional games and situations like that where you have to play 2 games in the same day and you don't have a ton of time to prepare. You kind of got to lean on what you've built as a program. So thanks so much for graciously stopping by after the contest tonight. Wish you the best of luck, and looking forward to seeing you on Friday.
Thanks, Derek.
That's Norwell head coach Eric Thornton following tonight's 73-60 Carroll victory. Alex Howard rejoins me to close this one out. Alex, final takeaways from tonight's contest.
Well, I think going forward, this has to be something you build off of. It's a memory, yes, but it's something that you really have to take away the good things and then leave the bad things in the past and build off of it. You have 2 conference games that you need to get, and you're very much still the front runner in the NE8.
No doubt.
And this is not going to derail your season if you don't let it. Now, if you let it, you could run into problems along the way, and that'd be a real shame for this team.
Well, Norwell falls tonight 73-60 here at home. It ends their 1,100-game illustrious winning streak, 1,100-day winning streak. Not 1,100 games. That's a long couple seasons. But Norwell falls tonight to a fantastic Carroll team, and maybe the best team that Norwell's seen all year. That does it here from the Castle tonight. On behalf of Alex Howard, our owner, Scott and Dale Menser, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.